The Nairobi Senator Edwin Sifuna, who also serves as the leader of the Linda Mwananchi movement, a movement that has spread like wildfire in the forest. He has gotten a major boost by the treasurer of ODM, Timothy Bosire, who endorsed him and wished him so well. Bosire was speaking this while condoling Senator Onyonka, who lost his mother. And while at it, he said that Edwin Sifuna is among the best leaders we have in Kenya, only that people were ready to judge him and send him away from ODM. Listen to this.
Nilikuwa Mombasa wakati tulikuwa tunashauriana haya maneno.
It seems like everyone wants to join Edwin Sifuna because of the wave. And this one looks so good for Linda Mwananchi, because when they get such a boost from leaders of ODM, it means a bunch. When you look at the larger ODM that includes Linda Mwananchi and the Linda ground, you realize that the big people in ODM are planning to join Linda Mwananchi. For example, in Linda Mwananchi right now we have James Orengo. Here is Timothy Bosire endorsing Sifuna, even saying he has his blessings. This is Otiende Amolo, is Mili Mabona. There are some clips of very important people in ODM who have chosen to align themselves with Edwin Sifuna, not by chance, but it's because of what they are seeing in Edwin Sifuna and the future of Linda Mwananchi. Timothy Bosire indicated that he was among the people during the Central Committee that happened in Vipingo, Kilifi, who really fought for Edwin Sifuna. There were three people. This is Timothy Bosire, this is the Member of Parliament, Tom Otiende Amolo, this is the Suba North Member of Parliament, Mili Mabona Odhiambo, who fought so much, who really wanted Edwin Sifuna not to be expunged as the Secretary General of ODM. Yeah, this is because they believe in whatever Edwin Sifuna says. They believe in his politics and what he has been doing lately. In fact, there's some point where Timothy Bosire says Edwin Sifuna has been so consistent. He has a stand. He's someone who sticks to what he says all through. He doesn't sway. So that is the same reason why maybe Kenyans love Edwin Sifuna so much. So while speaking at the ceremony, let me say the condoling ceremony, where many leaders arrived at Senator Onyonka's home, including one-term leaders and also two-term leaders from Kisii and all over the country, have been going there. But at this moment, it was the Kisii leaders who happened to, join hands to condole with the Kisii Senator Richard Onyonka. So he advised many people who attended there, especially the Kisii leaders, not to speak in haste and not to be those who are at the forefront to criticize. Yeah, at this point, Matiang'i was present equally, and we understand he's also a presidential aspirant. And as much as Timothy Bosire does not align himself with Matiang'i and his candidacy, but he said clearly, asking the people from Kisii that they should not be, in as much as they don't buy or subscribe to Matiang'i's ideas, they should not be the first people to poke their nose in matters criticizing Fred Matiang'i. In fact, if they want to sell their candidates, let them sell their candidates, but they should not be speaking ill of Matiang'i among the people, or rather before the people, because he said that at the end of the day, Matiang'i is the soil, is the son of the Gusii soil, and therefore people will keep coexisting. These leaders, they need one another, and that is why he asked them, in fact, to have independent minds. Let them not be coerced by other leaders, by other competitors to start speaking bad about Fred Matiang'i, yet he is campaigning and he is a son of the soil. All those advices Timothy Bosire was giving, one thing would stand out, that he supports Edwin Sifuna. In fact, he even gave his blessings to Edwin Sifuna, and that tells you a lot. From the point where he fought for Edwin Sifuna to just remain in office, to a point where he's saying that that man, the only problem we had is that they were judging him and they wanted him out. That shows that he is aligning himself with Edwin Sifuna. But who doesn't want to be aligned with someone of that force? Because Edwin Sifuna has a wave. Edwin Sifuna is now influential. In Kenya, everyone is speaking about Edwin Sifuna. I told you recently that Gachagua was having a rally in Mount Kenya when he mentioned that he's going to work with the different leaders from different spheres. He mentioned the principles in opposition, team opposition. He further mentioned that he will be working with Edwin Sifuna and the Babu Wino. By the mention of the word Edwin Sifuna, the crowd went wild. There was a lot of applause, and that indicates that the wave of Edwin Sifuna in Kenyan politics is something you cannot dismiss. And equally, Timothy Bosire, if you realize there's something happening in ODM Linda Mwananchi. Godfrey Ososi was the deputy party leader. He is now in team Linda Mwananchi. Edwin Sifuna is the secretary general, is in team Linda Mwananchi. And now Timothy Bosire has shown all signs and maybe will join soon. He is team Linda Mwananchi. Team Linda Mwananchi. You tell me, when you find out that these leaders, they want to align themselves with Edwin Sifuna, that speaks volume. That tells you something. That tells you that Edwin Sifuna's Linda Mwananchi is set to succeed in whatever they are doing. And then there's something that you cannot dismiss that happened during the meeting at Senator Onyonka's place. We've seen in Luo Nyanza where Team 2-term, Team Linda Wananchi, Team 1-term, yeah, they are fighting. We saw James Orengo when he went to condole James Nyikal, the member of parliament, Seme constituency, after losing his father. We saw goons were being organized by Gladys, Wanga, Tom Ojienda, those people who sing 2-term. And they made the CIA governor James Orengo to quit and run for his life. In fact, he even never spoke at that funeral service because of the intolerance. You know, sometimes we, in as much as we may disagree politically, but when it comes to condoling a friend, when it comes to a funeral service, when it comes, someone has died and is a way of condoling with your friend, you know, kumpa nguvu, kumfariji. I don't expect the people to play politics, and that is why you saw the likes of Silvano Sosoro, the MP South Mongrango, who is the chief whip, someone who sings 2-term, someone who sings William Ruto day, night, even in the morning. He was there condoling with Senator Onyonka. No one at all. No one said anything. Yeah? No one showed the animosity among the two. No one showed the animosity among the two factions, but they were there. Wakacheka, you saw how they could hug the one another. But in Kisumu, Gladys Wanga does not want to greet James Orengo simply because Orengo is in 1-term battalion. I think people should learn from whatever happened at Senator Onyonka's place. Anyway, those are my opinions. You have your opinions too. You can give them. And if you're new here, kindly consider subscribing, liking, and sharing our content. Hit the notification bell so that you can be receiving notifications each and every time we bring you a new video.